Hi guys, so today we're going to be discussing Leetcode question 121, best time to buy and sell stock. So the question is, you are given an array prices where prices I is the price of the stock on the ith day. So you want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock and choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any profit, return 0. So the question is simply of trading, and it says that if you buy at one day, what is the and you sell at another day, what is the maximum profit that you can get from the given days. So for this we're going to be using a greedy approach, just exactly how we usually trade. So what is the approach? So the first step is, let's say you buy the stock on some particular day. So this is step 1, buy the stock on one particular day. Okay, then after that, look for the earliest day after the day you bought the stock where you can sell for a higher profit, and check the next day for a higher possible profit. So basically the earliest day that you can find a greater value at which you can sell the stock and earn some profit, you look for that option. Now what is the next step that you check for? Let's say you encounter a buying high and selling low condition. Basically you bought at a very high price and now you're encountering a position where the stock price is very low and you have to sell low. So what do you do in that case? Whatever maximum profit you have found so far, keep it. Now assume that you bought the stock at the day where currently you're selling low. So that is, you bought at a low price. So basically let's assume that where you have to sell low, you're buying from that day instead of having to sell. So from that day onwards, check if you have a day where you're selling it for higher profit at a higher price. So this is the algorithm. So this is exactly what we're going to implement here. So let's take an example. So let's say this is the nums array that we have. So every value at index of this array represents the stock price on that day. So now let us assume that we bought on the ith index represents the day at which we bought the stock, and the jth index represents the day at which we sold the stock. So how do we execute our algorithm? So sorry, my bad. So initially I is equals to j, and j will be always after I because you're selling after you bought it, right? So I is equals to 0, j is equals to 1. So what is the buy value? What is actually the buy value? The buy value is nothing but nums I. In this case it would be 7. So this is the stock price at which you bought on ith day. And what is the sell price? That is nums j. In this case that is 1. Clearly you can see this is a buying high and selling low condition because you bought the stock at price 7 and now you're having to sell the next day at price 1. So this is buying high and sell low condition. So what do we do in that case? So let us assume we bought on that day. Instead of, first of all, we save our max profit encountered so far. So current profit is sell minus buy. So that is 1 minus 7 is equals to minus 6, right? I'll just rewrite this. Sell minus buy. So in this case it's minus 6 because 7 minus 1 gives minus 6. So there's actually no profit. So initially max profit would always be 0, and since current profit is not greater than max profit, so we keep it as it is, 0. So now since we've encountered buying high and selling low condition, what do we do here? So as said, assume that we bought from that day. So basically wherever you're selling at a low position, make that day a position from where you bought, and from the next day onwards start selling. So for buying high and selling low condition, I becomes equal to j's value is put into I. So basically I is now the same as the day you were selling at low price but now buying it, and the j is basically j plus 1. You start selling from the next day. So now that we've done this one iteration, so I now becomes 1, which is j, and j becomes j plus 1, which is 2 in this case. So what happens after this? So for this part, what is the new buy and sell? So nums I would be 1 in this case and sell would be 2. nums j is at index 2, so nums j would be 5, the value 5. So what is the current profit? So that is sell minus buy. So in this case that's profit, right? And 4 is greater than 0, so we update from 0 our max profit to 4, because that is the maximum that we've encountered so far. Now in the next iteration what we do is we just increment j, because we bought at the stock price 1. Now let's check if we have a higher profit after that. So just increment j, check for the next selling value if you have a higher profit. So let's say if we sell from here, I will remain the same. So in this scenario what happens, I stays as 1, j increases to 2, the buying value is still 1, the selling value is now 3. So what is the current profit? Current profit is 2. So is 2 greater than 4, the current maximum profit that we have? It isn't. So we don't do anything, we just keep our max profit so far. Okay, so now that is done, we move on to the next iteration. Again increment j by 1, we check for the next selling day, I remains 1, j becomes 4, the buying price is still 1, the selling price however changes to 6. So this is the stock price that we're selling at right now. So what is the current profit? 6 minus 1 in this case would be 5. Notice that 5 is greater than 4, that is current profit is greater than our maximum profit encountered so far. So we update our max profit to 5. This is the new max profit that we have encountered so far. So now let's check again for the next day. So now j becomes 5 and I remains the same. So what is the buy value? Buy value is the same, 1. Selling value changes to 4. What is the current profit? Sell minus buy. In this case that would be 3. Is our current profit greater than the maximum profit that we have encountered so far? Maximum profit is 5. Is 5 greater than 3? No. So we don't update anything. So after traversing the array, after traversing the given information, this is our final answer, that is 5, the maximum profit that we have encountered so far. So what is the algorithm for this? So what is the algorithm for this? The algorithm is simply current profit you initialize it to 0, maximum profit you initialize it to 0. You start from the first index and checking whether you can buy on that day and then selling on the next day. I is equals to 0 basically means buy day. I is basically buy day and this is sell day. So we do a for loop. I is less than equal to second last day, because we still need one day after we buy to sell, right? So and j would iterate from, it would iterate till last day. It will be between I and last day. So what is the algorithm for this? You buy, which is nums I, you sell, which is nums j. Current profit then becomes sell minus buy, and then we check if our current profit is greater than maximum profit. If yes, then update it. Maximum profit becomes current profit, right? If we encounter this condition, sell less than buy, so basically this is buy high, sell low condition. In that case, what do? I is equals to j. We assume that we bought from that selling day where we're selling at a lowering price. We're actually buying now from that, and we just start selling from the next day to check if we have a better day to sell. And similarly, we keep checking for the next day in every iteration whether we have a better day to sell or not to earn profit. Check next day. So this is our algorithm, and then after this is done, just return the max profit. So I hope this video helps you understand this question and how to solve it. I hope you guys like this video. Please consider liking and sharing and subscribing this video, subscribing to this YouTube channel. If you guys want me to work on some other questions, I'll be happy to help you with those questions. Please leave your comments in the feedback and in the section below. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.